The story begins with an 18-year-old boy named Seva, a high school student struggling with his studies. He lacks focus and his academic performance keeps declining, which worries his parents about his future. Currently, Seva's parents are planning to go on vacation for a few weeks, but they decide not to take him along so he can stay home and prepare for his upcoming exams next month. Before leaving, they advise him to take care of himself and focus on his studies. After they leave, Seva finds himself alone. With exams approaching and hardly any preparation done, he realizes he needs help, so he searches online for a private tutor who can help him catch up. Soon, he comes across a tutor who lives nearby. Without wasting time, he heads straight to her apartment. When he reaches her door and rings the bell, a neighbor informs him that the doorbell is broken and suggests knocking instead. As soon as Seva knocks, a woman steps out. Her name is Anna, and she appears to be around 50 years old. She warmly invites him inside and asks how he found out about her. Seva explains that he came across her details online. After a brief conversation, Anna agrees to tutor him. Seva initially expects her to be strict, but to his surprise, she turns out to be a kind and intelligent woman. She is not only highly knowledgeable, but also incredibly patient and polite. From the very first day, Anna makes an effort to create a friendly and comfortable atmosphere, helping Seva feel at ease so he can focus on studying. Slowly, she starts guiding him through his exam preparation, making sure he understands everything properly. Seva wants to improve his grades so he can get into a good college. Anna gives him literature assignments and asks him to write an essay as homework. Later that day, Seva goes home and struggles with writing the essay, but he somehow manages to complete it. The next day, he shows it to Anna. She smiles and praises his work, saying, "You've done a great job." As Anna begins teaching, Seva gets distracted. He notices how she fixes her hair, the way she explains things, and the way she moves. It becomes clear that he is starting to feel drawn to her. After the lesson, Seva returns home, cooks dinner for himself, studies for a while, eats, and then goes to bed. The next morning, he wakes up, freshens up, and calls his parents. After the call, he heads to his tuition class. When Seva arrives at Anna's house, he notices water leaking from the kitchen sink, and Anna is struggling to stop it. Without hesitation, he rushes to help and fixes the leak. Anna smiles and thanks him for his help. Later, when she resumes teaching, Seva finds himself unable to focus on studies. Instead of seeing Anna as just a teacher, he starts admiring her in a different way. Her gestures, the way she talks, and her caring nature fascinate him. He starts noticing the smallest details, how she laughs, how she explains things, how she gets slightly annoyed but never truly angry, and how she gently corrects his mistakes. Over time, Anna, too, starts feeling drawn towards Seva. She had been living alone for years, and now, she often found herself lost in thought while looking at him. One day, Anna's sister invites her to her son's birthday party. While at the party, her sister introduces her to a kind and well-mannered man. Her sister believes Anna should consider settling down with someone, and this man is interested in her. He even asks her out on a date. However, Anna isn't interested in marriage. She politely declines and leaves the party. The next day, when Seva arrives at Anna's house, he notices that something is different. The door is slightly open and he slowly enters the house. He notices one of the room doors ajar and peeks inside. There, he sees Aina changing her clothes. Startled, Aina quickly shuts the door. She hurriedly finishes dressing and steps out. After this, Aina begins teaching Seva, but as usual, his attention drifts away from the lesson and fixates on her. Seva starts finding excuses to attend more classes, often lingering longer under the guise of studying. He deliberately asks more questions and tries to engage Aina in personal conversations. Seva begins to feel deeply for Aina, unable to control his emotions. He realizes he's completely attracted to his teacher. The next day, Seva brings Aina her favorite flower. Aina smiles and accepts it, but tells him he doesn't need to bring flowers anymore. As she places the flower in a pot, Seva moves closer to her. Aina tells him to stop, but Seva suddenly kisses her. Aina, unable to resist, kisses him back. After Seva leaves, Aina creates a social media account and starts checking Seva's profile. Gradually, she begins to feel attracted to him too, but keeps her feelings hidden, trying to maintain distance. The following day, when Seva comes over for his lesson, he suddenly takes off his clothes and moves closer to Aina. She tries to stop him, but Seva doesn't listen. Slowly, Aina loses control, and the two become intimate. From this point, a relationship begins between Seva and Aina. They start spending more time together. Aina teaches him, and they often lose themselves in each other. Since Seva's parents haven't returned home yet, he spends most of his time at Aina's place. Both are very happy together. One day, while returning from shopping, Aina takes the elevator to her flat and meets her new neighbor. He tries to flirt with her, but Aina ignores him and walks away. Later, Seva. Over time, Seva begins to realize that he has genuinely fallen for Aina. One night, Seva hosts a party at his house with his friends. Many of his friends are present, drinking and spending time with their girlfriends. However, Seva sits alone, drinking and observing the scene. He notices one of his classmates constantly glancing at him. His friends tease him, saying she might have a crush on him, but Seva doesn't take it seriously. After a while, Seva starts paying more attention to the girl and begins to like her. Later, everyone starts playing a game. Seva, intoxicated, ends up going to his room with the girl during the game, and the two become intimate. The next morning, when Seva wakes up, he sees the girl lying next to him in bed. He feels terrible, realizing he has betrayed Aina. Overwhelmed with guilt, Seva goes to Aina's house that night. He finds her busy with some work inside. Seva confesses to her, explaining that he had a party with his friends, got drunk, and ended up sleeping with a girl. He apologizes profusely, but Aina remains silent. Seva starts slapping himself in frustration, and Aina, seeing this, hugs him tightly. Seva then leaves, and Aina watches him go from the window. She turns on her laptop and checks Seva's social media, where she sees him with the girl. This deeply saddens her, as she has also started to develop feelings for Seva. The next day, while returning home after shopping, Seva sees the same girl outside his house. She tells him that she left her belongings at his place during the party. Hearing this, Seva invites her inside. The girl enters Seva's room and retrieves her clothes from under the bed. She admits that she left them there on purpose so that Seva would call her, giving them a chance to reconnect. She expresses her desire to be in a relationship with Seva, but Seva doesn't want to betray Aina. He ignores her, which deeply upsets the girl, and she leaves. That night, Seva goes to Aina's house, where she is dressed beautifully and has prepared a special meal for him. They eat together and then go out for a walk. They hold hands as they walk, but whenever someone passes by, Aina lets go of Seva's hand. She is older than him and fears people might judge or mock them. This bothers Seva, but later, Aina surprises him by kissing him on the street. They return to Aina's house and spend time together. When Seva leaves, he runs into the same girl who likes him. They talk and she walks away with him. Aina watches them from her window, feeling jealous. The next day, Aina secretly observes Seva having fun with his friends. Seva notices her but doesn't approach her, fearing his friends might make fun of him. After Seva leaves with some friends, Aina approaches a group of girls, including the one who likes Seva. She overhears the girl talking about the night of the party, saying how much fun she had with Seva. This deeply upsets Aina. Later, while taking the elevator to her flat, Aina runs into the neighbor who had flirted with her before. She starts talking to him and invites him to her room. Shortly after, when Seva arrives at Aina's place after meeting his friends, he sees the neighbor leaving. Aina hands the neighbor a book to show Seva, and he leaves without suspicion. Seva enters the dark room, and Aina asks him if he met the girl. Seva says no, but Aina believes that Seva has started a relationship with the girl and has fallen in love with her. This makes her furious, and she starts throwing things around. Seva tries to explain, saying he has no relationship with the girl, but Aina refuses to believe him. This leads to an argument between them. In her anger, Aina pushes Seva, causing him to fall. Seva, upset, tries to leave, but Aina stops him and tries to calm him down. Eventually, they grow closer again. However, during this time, Seva discovers that Aina had been intimate with her neighbor. Aina had acted out of anger, thinking Seva had betrayed her. When Seva learns this, he becomes extremely angry. Aina apologizes, but Seva is heartbroken, feeling that Aina has broken his trust. He leaves her house. Seva decides to distance himself from Aina, believing it's the right thing for both of them. He focuses on himself and his studies. A few days later, Seva's parents return home from their vacation. They are thrilled to see him and bring him many gifts, but Seva remains sad as he struggles to forget Aina. He decides to meet her one last time and goes to her house. When he arrives, he finds the house in disarray, with belongings scattered everywhere. In one room, he sees Aina sitting alone, looking deeply sad. Aina looks at him as if asking him to stay, but she has come to realize that their relationship was wrong and had no future. She decides she will no longer teach Seva. Seva also realizes that some relationships are only meant to go so far. He thanks Aina and leaves. A year later, we see Seva admitted to college. He is with a female friend when he notices a girl in the distance and feels that it might be Aina. He walks toward her to get a closer look. When the girl turns around, it is indeed Aina. They exchange smiles and then go their separate ways. Friends, sometimes human emotions are very strong, but not every feeling should be followed in life. Some things are just a phase, and with time, they must be left behind. And with this, the movie ends. Now, tell us, does age difference matter in a relationship? What's your opinion? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming movie explanations. See you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye and take care.